It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown newspaper, and we are at St. Laurence High School in Burbank, home of the 6-2 Catholic League White champion Vikings. Been a great season here under Coach Harold Blackman in his fourth season, coming off a big win over Leo last week, and they're charged up over here. They're ready for the postseason to begin. They should be competing in Class 5A. We'll find all that good stuff out on Saturday night. Should be a lot of fun, and we have a ton of local teams who have qualified for the postseason, and a couple teams who need to win that big fifth game to assure themselves entry into the postseason as long as they have the playoff points. So we'll get into that a little bit later. All right, so we got two guests for you, folks. Again, Harold Blackman, St. Lawrence football coach, will be our first guest, Northwestern grad. Great guy, great coach. We'll talk to him in our first segment. Then our second segment, we're going to have on St. Lawrence quarterback Alex Martinez, senior, who's put up a ton of points, both with his arms and his leg, ton of touchdowns. He's had a fantastic season. And if you watched last week's show, you understand that Alex went through a personal tragedy. His father passed away less than 2 weeks ago, but the kid's a resilient young man and an outstanding kid and athlete. So we're going to talk to him in our second segment. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Remember, rest of October, you buy a family-size, one-topping pizza. We got some action here with the soccer ball. You get a free small cheese pizza. Compliments of Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, we come back. St. Lawrence football coach Harold Blackman will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
At Standard Bank, we help our neighbors make tomorrow brighter. Families count on us for personal service and banking convenience. Business owners find smart solutions and the resources to capitalize on new opportunities. It's one thing to locate in a community, quite another to invest in it. That's what we do at Standard Bank. We're people you know, services that make your life easier, and financial strength you can count on. We're Standard Bank, in your neighborhood.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, our first guest tonight, St. Lawrence football coach Harold Blackman. Harold, thanks for coming on board, my man.
Thanks for having me.
Beautiful night, can you believe it?
Yeah, we've gotten lucky with the weather so far, so hopefully we continue this streak of good weather.
Yeah, calm down the winds a little bit, you know what I'm saying? A little windy, but hey, we can't complain. October 19th, we're taping it at 70 degrees, right?
Exactly.
This is all good.
Exactly.
All right, fourth season here at St. Lawrence, Harold, and here you are, 6-2 going into week 9, won the Catholic League. Would you say that the program has met your expectations after 4 seasons, or what?
Yeah, I believe they've done a great job of meeting expectations, and it's really not just my expectations, it's our expectations, and I feel like we're on track to do things. You know, obviously as a team, you want to win and you plan to win every game. But my philosophy is we look at success and failure after the season.
Yep.
So we judge the team after the season's over, and we'll say, well, how hard did they compete? You know, how many of them put it all on the line week in and week out? And the record from that point doesn't really matter. We just want to see if our guys played together, played as a team and gave it their all. So I would say we're on track with that in terms of the players buying in and believing in our philosophy.
Yep. How gratifying is it? I mean, from the time you came here, you know, there was a little bit of a rough situation. You inherited, I wouldn't say a mess, but it was definitely on a downswing. And here you are now in your 4th year. And, you know, first league championship in almost 30 years you guys have won. I mean, how much gratification is this for you?
It's very gratifying, but I do feel like Coach Grannon and the staff before me, they laid the foundation.
Yep.
Once I got here, I mean, it was a little thin, but Coach Grannon did a great job of getting this program up to where they knew they could win again.
Yep.
And I just took the torch and ran with it. And I was fortunate. This senior group, Coach Grannon, they were responsible for bringing the senior group in. We have some great leaders in that group. And so, yes, it's gratifying. And I'm fortunate enough to be the head coach to bring the Catholic League Championship back.
Yep.
But I feel like the foundation was laid with the coaches before me.
Yeah, and Coach Grant, a St. Lawrence guy through and through, man.
Exactly.
You know, a good man, absolutely. All right, let's go back to Week 5. I think it was a pivotal game. You guys played Brother Rice, a big Catholic Blue opponent, one of the top teams in the area. You guys fall behind 21-0. You rally. Game's tied 35-35 going into the 4th. You lose the game 52-35, but what did that experience, showing that you could play with the big boys in the blue, do for your team moving forward?
You know, for us, it was just another game, to be honest. We don't look at it as big boys. Again, we don't feel like there's a game we cannot win. Yeah. And that's not to be arrogant, but just to be confident in ourselves. So we look back at that film and we kind of kick ourselves and say, well, we fell behind 21 points.
Yep.
And that shouldn't have happened. And we didn't capitalize on a lot of the things that we should have capitalized on. And as a result, they're a good team, and they did capitalize. So I looked at it as another loss.
Yeah.
You know, and we came in, we watched the film, we corrected our mistakes, and we moved on from there.
Well, this offense has been putting up points. Even in your 2 losses, you guys are putting up points. 392 points through 8 games. What has been the key to this offense is effectiveness and explosion this year? And are you surprised by it at all? Did you think this was going to be this type of offense coming into the season?
I did. During the 7-on-7 season, we would go out and, you know, we would play against a lot of the bigger schools, Homewood, Flossmoor, Simeon, and we were going toe-to-toe with them offensively, and I felt like we had a chance then to be a special offense. But really the key is just team chemistry. You know, obviously Alex plays an extremely big role in that. You know, in terms of getting us into the right plays, getting us to the right calls. It's simple, but for the quarterback, there's a lot of thinking, a lot of adjustments he has to make that the average fan doesn't see, and he's a big reason for us having the ability to score as many points as we have.
Yeah, I mean, beyond his production at quarterback, I mean, he's a dual threat. I mean, he's putting up some exceptional numbers, but talk about his leadership abilities, man. I mean, I think that's been a big key for you guys.
Yeah, leadership abilities, I feel like the players will run through a wall for him.
Yep.
And the reason why is because he doesn't miss a workout. He doesn't miss anything football related. And funny story, he had to get stitches this off season, and he was upset because he wasn't able to do squat max outs, and he had stitches, you know. So yeah. That's the type of person he is. That's the type of competitor he is. So again, the team rallies around that. They believe in that, and they thrive off of that.
Yeah, your quarterback's got to be the guy, man, that the rest of the team looks up to, and he's definitely that. That's for sure. We're gonna have Alex on our next segment, so stay tuned for that. And you got a running back here who's been putting up some big time numbers too, Faison Smart, and he's still got a year to go. I mean, what do you think this kid is capable of achieving?
With Faison, the sky is the limit. I mean, more so than just a player, his personality. Like, he has such an infectious personality. If I ask Faison to play nose tackle, he's going to play the best nose tackle he can play. He's willing to do anything and everything for the team. And most times when our receivers are running down the field, you look at the film, Faison Smart's leading the way. Yep. You know, or one time we had a game and one of our receivers running and Faison was on the sideline. And I pointed out him celebrating on the sideline during the play, you know, all the way down the sideline. So the energy you see when he's carrying the ball is the same energy when he's not getting the ball. So and it shows.
That's a team guy right there,
Yes,
man.
indeed.
That's a guy that obviously loves the game as well.
Yeah.
So what's going to be the key for you guys to make a little run here in 5A if that's where you guys are slotted? I know it all depends on projections and seedings and all that, but what do you think? If you guys just go out and play your game, what do you think you're capable of achieving?
The sky's the limit for us. Again, we believe in ourselves. We don't focus on the opponent. We feel like there's always an opportunity, no matter how big, fast, or strong an opponent is. We feel like there's always an angle. We believe in ourselves, so I feel like the sky's the limit for us.
Yep. And when you look from top to bottom in the program, obviously 6-2 on the varsity. I think you said your sophomores are 7-1.
They're 7-1 right now.
And the freshmen, though they're struggling a little bit. You said there's plenty of talent there. So, are you encouraged by what you have coming back in the future here?
Yeah, definitely encouraged by the future. A lot of great families, a lot of great players, but great student athletes. Our sophomore class right now, their overall GPA is a 3.1.
Yep.
What we do with our sophomores and freshman team, we have an academic challenge. So the winner, they'll get served pizza. The loser has to serve the winner the pizza. So
That's cool.
We do an academic challenge, and every week we get academic updates. Right now, our sophomores, they're at about a 3.1 overall
Excellent.
GPA. So not only great players, but great students.
Yep. And you being a Northwestern grad, academics is obviously very important. That's for sure.
Extremely.
Right? It's
Extremely.
everything, man.
Yes.
It's everything. And I know you wanted to mention an open house. You guys have?
Yes, for any parents, any prospects, if you're looking for a private education, we do have an open house on November 1st. That's a Sunday. It's from 10 a.m. to noon. Also, we have shadow days available any day of the week that we're in school. So if you're looking, come in, speak to me, speak to our administration, get to know what St. Lawrence is about.
Yep, and go online. That's the best way, or give the school a call.
Yes.
Ask for yourself or athletic director Tim Chandler, someone. Yeah, I mean, and always willing to be there, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Right?
Yes, indeed.
All right. Well, Harold, thank you very much for coming on board, man. I appreciate it. You're doing a great job here. It's good to see this place rocking again, man. It's long overdue, and I know the community's really excited about what's going on here. And I know you're especially excited for beating your alma mater, Leo, last week, man. That was probably a little nice. A little sweeter than usual, right?
I have a lot of respect for those guys over there. To face my alma mater is always special, and it was even more special to face them with the Catholic League title on the line.
Yep,
So
that's awesome.
Yes.
Man. That's awesome. All right. Thanks again. Okay, good luck the rest of the way. Folks, we're going to Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. The Mokina one opens up new Lisa Thomas Salon on next Monday. So check out lisathomassalon.com for more information. All right, folks, we come back. St. Lawrence quarterback Alex Martinez will be our guest. Stay tuned.
You can only make one first impression. So make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. And as we're coming out of the shirt of our next guest, quarterback Alex Martinez, the Battle of Burbank. Only a couple of years, but how much fun that was. Did you miss it from the schedule this year, Alex, or what, man?
Yes, I did, because, like I said, I played with a lot of those kids over there at Revis, so I think this year would have been a good game, game 3.
It would have been a great game, man. That would have been something. It's unfortunate, but hopefully maybe down the road they'll hook it up again, man, because that was special those 2 years, that's for sure. All right, before we get rolling, Alex, I know a family tragedy, and I want to extend my condolences to you and your family. Your father passed away on Thursday, October 8th. And how are you and your family doing and coping with this?
It was tough at first, but with all the support we've gotten from distant family, friends, even at the school, all the support we've gotten, it's helped a lot, really.
A lot, man. Yeah, I can't even imagine what you guys are going through, but to show the type of character and leader and type of heart you have, and I'm sure those are attributes of your father, Richard. Next day you guys have a big game, and you go out and play, and you lead your team to victory, throwing up multiple touchdowns. What do you think your father would have said in that moment to you to go out there and play that game, man?
I don't think he would have really said anything. I think he, would have expected me to do that. He wouldn't have wanted me to, feel sorry and, I'm not going to play. He would have wanted me to play because he was one of the biggest competitors I knew, and that's where I got, mine from.
Yep, and that's why you played, in honor of your father.
Exactly.
So, kudos to you, man. That's and I know you want to play college football. I think that's the type of characteristics that's going to take you a long way, not only on a football field, but the rest of your life, man. All right, let's talk about this football team and the success you guys have had, Alex, because I know when you came in as a freshman, you were 0-8, and your whole family are De La Salle people, and you made a decision. You're like, I'm going to St. Lawrence, and you're 0-8. Talk about what you guys were going through that season, and how much gratifying is it for you to be sitting here right now at 6-2 and winning the first conference championship in almost 30 years here?
Yeah, freshman year, we had a lot of talent, we did, but we just didn't gel as a team, and once off-season workouts got here in sophomore year, we started to gel, and we started to have people quit, and every time one of them quit, we just got a little better, and we came together closer, the guys that stuck it out, and now we're here sitting as seniors as 6-2, and it feels really good.
Yeah, and I mean, for you to come into a program, a lot of kids, they want instant gratification, they want to win right away, they want to play for a perennial powerhouse, and you kind of took the opposite end of this thing, and it has to be even more gratifying for you, isn't it, or what?
Yeah, because at the other schools, and I'm not saying anything bad about them, but sometimes you could just be another number, you could be number 11 or whatever. But here with Coach Blackman, he treats you like his son, and that's what's really important.
It's been special. It's been an unbelievable experience for you here.
Absolutely.
What do you think the whole key has been, and what has Coach Blackman done to really turn this thing around?
I feel like everybody's starting to buy in now. I feel like his first year here, the entire program kind of struggled, and I don't feel like everybody bought in at the time. But I feel like everybody's kind of starting to buy in, and everybody's kind of starting to trust each other, and like a family almost. So
that's the key. Everyone's got to be pulling in the same direction.
Yep.
That's the key. 392 points this offense has put up, and you've been a major reason why the offense has been this effective. You guys topped 70 points in a game, which is absolutely phenomenal. What has been the key to this offense's effectiveness? And I know the answer you better say, but let's see if you say it.
We're just gelling right now, and we don't really have one player that the defense can kind of focus on. Like, we have all sorts of playmakers, and our offensive line too. They've done a great job with only one senior too. I mean, they've done an excellent job. I think I've gotten sacked maybe 4 times since week 1. So
yeah, those O-linemen are key. O-linemen are key. Yeah. And finally, what has surprised you most about this season? If you could look back to the preseason and look to this point right now, what has surprised you most about this team?
Probably the way everybody's grown up so quickly. Week 1 we struggled, but on offense we have 8 juniors starting right now. We only have 3 seniors.
Yeah.
So I feel like the way everybody grew up so quickly has just been really impressive.
Yeah, that's awesome. And these planes flying by, Alex is used to this stuff. He lives near Midway Airport, so this is like nothing to you, right? That's no big deal at all. All right, well, Alex, thanks for coming on board. And we already hooked you up with your Labriola Bakery Cafe Player of the Week. This guy, he had a big week, and we'll get to that in this next segment once we get back from this athletics timeout. Our good buddy Tom Mulvey. If any players you guys are dinged up, Tom will get you back on your feet. All right, folks, we come back. Standard Bank text poll question of the week. Chance to win a $50 gift card. Alex Martinez is definitely eligible for that, as are all St. Lawrence fans watching. Just got to answer the question correctly, and it will have some Viking flavor. I promise you that. All right, we come back. Lots of fun. Stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
At Standard Bank and Trust, we believe that choosing a community bank and finding the latest conveniences are not mutually exclusive. You can have both. We strive to give our customers value and convenience, like online banking with mobile deposit, so you can bank anywhere, anytime, and competitive rates on mortgage and home equity loans. At Standard Bank, you'll find services that fit your lifestyle and people you know. We're Standard Bank, in your neighborhood.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, I'd like to thank St. Lawrence football coach Harold Blackman, quarterback Alex Martinez, and the athletic director Tim Chandler for the hospitality here at St. Lawrence. Thank you very much. Also, we got a shout out. We got a personal challenge to a junior defensive end special teamer at St. Lawrence, Zach Pettit. Okay, a little contact here. We know this kid. All right, and here's the deal. Little challenge. You produce 1 tackle and a half. Okay, a tackle and a half Friday night here, 7:30 p.m. game. We're going to hook you up with a $25 gift card to Labriola Bakery Cafe. With the caveat, you have to spend that gift card on your girlfriend. Okay? That's the whole key. So you've been provided with a challenge, young man. All right? Good luck. All right, folks, time for the Standard Bank text poll question. Chance to win a $50 gift card. Compliments our good friends at Standard Bank with branches throughout the South Side. All right, here we go. Prior to this season, when was the last time St. Lawrence won a Catholic League championship? All right, text A for 1984, text B for 1987, C for 2001, D for 1989. Text A, B, C, or D to 708-365-8501. Texter number 3 with the correct response will win a $50 gift card. Compliments of Standard Bank. Hey, if Zach Pettit wins this text poll question and he comes up with a 1.5, 2 tackles, he's going to get 2 gift cards, man. That's pretty good. $50 to Labriola Bakery Cafe. That's all good. All right, results segment sponsored by Athletics. All right, HF 55, Sandberg 21 for HF. Bryce Gray, 205 yards passing, 2 TDs. Justin Hall, a 20-yard fumble return for TD, a 35-yard interception return for a touchdown. Kendrick Pryor, a 62-yard TD catch. Deontay Harley-Hampton had touchdown runs of 10 and 36 yards for the 8-0 Vikings. For Sandberg, Patrick Bruckey, 2 TD runs. Avery Verbal had a 24-yard TD reception, for the Eagles, who slipped to 6-2. Lamont 35, Oak Forest nothing for Lamont. Spencer Nagel, 2 touchdown passes. Steve Fleming had a 32-yard TD reception. Jeremy Fagellum, 19-yard TD run. Jake Kirkman, a 5-yard TD run. And Matt Dunn with an 18-yard TD run for Lamont, who was sitting 7-1 and on top of the South Suburban Blue. Brother Rice, 31, Providence 24 for Pravi. Richie Warfield, 15-yard TD catch. Mike Markosovic, a 19-yard TD catch for Rice. Cam Miller, 357 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Julian Blaine with 3 touchdown receptions of 9, 49, and 68 yards. And Dylan Davalos, a fumble return for a touchdown for the Crusaders, who are sitting at 7-1. Revis 35, Eisenhower, 7-game I was at for Ike. Kenny Scott, 47-yard TD catch. Cortez Jackson was 6-20 for 166 yards passing and a touchdown for Revis. Isaiah El Puche, 2 TD runs, 2 TD passes, that should say. Khalid Norvell had a 6-yard TD run for the Rams, who are sitting 7-1. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. I mentioned him already. St. Lawrence quarterback Alex Martinez, 5 touchdown passes to lead the Vikings to a 41-6 win over Leo. Hooked them up already with the $25 gift card. Compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook in Chicago. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, we're going to give it to Stags volleyball player Maddie Duffner. Check out these numbers: 22 assists, 13 servants points, and 11 digs to lead the Chargers to a 25-14, 24-26, 25-13 win over Joliet Central. We're going to hook up Maddie with a nice goodie bag. Compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon in Orland, Tinley, and soon-to-be Mokina. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. When we return, high and tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
You can only make one first impression, so make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed, only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has trained technicians and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, high and tight. Providence. Week 1 opponent, Joliet Catholic, they didn't want to reschedule. Week 2 opponent, Oswego, they didn't want to schedule. So now Providence is without 2 opponents to start the season in non-conference play. Hey, so one of you coaches, step it up. Take on the Celtics, man. They're not going to make the playoffs this year. Step it up. Challenge your program. Play the 10-time state champions. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week. Go Cubs. Go Cubs.